Hello, everyone, and welcome to Issliss Season 1. My name is Veronica Ripley, creator of Issliss, and I'm so happy to get to share today with you. Issliss is a brand new TTRPG created by us here at Fablescraps, and you can play it today at home for free. All you have to do is head over to fablescraps.com and sign up for the newsletter, and you'll get a free copy of the Quick Play Guide, which got rules and lore and some beautiful artwork and some just pre-generated characters and just like a really fun little encounter. So if you want to play Issliss today, do so at fablescraps.com. You can also find our Discord community, information about our other shows, and a merch store. The merch store has a not only like a ton of really cool merch, like a bowling shirt and mugs and t-shirts and stuff, but it's also where you can find an exclusive subscriber-only podcast called Leftovers, where we discuss the show and with the cast and the writers, and we talk about like our favorite moments and the inspiration behind a lot of stuff. So if you're an Issliss fan, check out the merch store. We also have a Discord community, so if you want to hang out with other fans and see some fan art and talk about the show, or just talk about TTRPGs in general, the Fablescraps Discord is the place to be, so check that out as well. All the links for that stuff is at fablescraps.com. I want to give a very special thank you to Holzkern, a just delightful watchmaker who has graciously sponsored today's stream. So thank you, Holzkern. We'll be talking more about those folks in a little while. But before we do, I would like to thank everyone here who has followed and subscribed and given bits and supported us. And I would like to introduce our cast. So for our live audience here at Twitch, I would love to get some ones in chat when we introduce our cast members one by one. Ones if they sound good, and two with their name so that I know who I need to fix if they're not perfect. We stream this show every Friday at noon Pacific here at twitch.tv/Fablescraps. You can also find us on YouTube at fablescraps.com/YouTube. And we have a podcast everywhere podcasts are consumed. So check us out on like Apple Podcasts and Deezer and all those places. You can find all that stuff, again, at fablescraps.com. So without further ado, it's time to introduce our cast. First up, we have Candacethemagnificent.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope your Thanksgiving was awesome. And I hope that I sound good. I'm terrified today in the basket case.
No, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm gonna be left on the front lines.
Oh no.
By myself. Pippa is not here to help me.
Perfect. Looks like you sound good. Next up, we've got Dan.
Hello. It's me, Domesticdan, who will definitely not be the one abandoning the front lines, because it's there. Yeah, I would never do that. I totally wouldn't go and hide like I've always been doing. Anyway, yeah, hi. Hello.
Excellent. Looks like you sound great, Dan. Last but not least, we've got Frank Pliers.
Hello, or hello, as I should say. It's me, Techniq, Frank Pliers. Expert extraordinaire engineer at hand. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic holiday, and hope your holidays are filled with joy instead of despair. And if it's despair, screw despair.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are doing well.
Wonderful. Chelsea Bites will not be joining us today due to the holidays. My name is Nicotine, and if I sound okay, then we're going to begin. Last week on Issliss, a crack team of human malfeasance, of human bad actors, found their way to the sewers after narrowly escaping a corpseman who was walking around the cobblestone streets of Lemeret lighting the gas lamps. You managed to convince him that the person you just downed in front of him was just drunk. So you avoided the corpseman while Pliers ran off in a totally different direction. The three of you made it down the sewers into a human hideout where you met some interesting characters who offered to examine the box you've been bringing around and looked into getting you some tickets. They scored you some tickets they'd found on some dead bodies while doing some grave digging, and allowed you the opportunity to go to a demonstration of some new technology at the botanical gardens in Lemeret. You were given some clothes, some disguise type clothes, some nice clothes, and the invitations and sent on your way. Grizz and Pippet both managed to sneak in undetected. Leaf scaled the wall outside and flew over with a glider graciously given to you by the Tisk patron known as Providence. All three of you managed to make it inside. After mingling with some of the guests, you found Timberland Geist, the inventor and general celebrity here at these inventing kind of events, and everyone was prepping for the demonstration. You are supposed to be lifting a key from Timberland Geist's assistant here at the Botanical Gardens, and so you found your way into sort of the back rooms, and around a corner you saw the assistant leaving, but you looked into the room that it came from and found none other than Ingman, an old friend of yours, an old acquaintance, who'd been grafted surgically into a machine through a process as of yet unknown to you. It is gruesome and smelly and terrifying. You hear the sounds of the crowd from just beyond the curtain. You can hear someone stepping up to a podium. You can hear the sounds of the crowd begin to die down. The music begins to die down as well. And you hear a loud voice from a podium that begins, "Ladies and gentlemen, beloved community leaders and captains of industry, welcome. These great halls of the Royal Botanical Gardens have seen many of us live and die, our collected works and accomplishments but specks of debris upon these storied panes of glass. Once in a generation, a new technology captivates society, changes the world for the betterment of all. We, the technological experts in our field, strive to end hunger, to put an end to disease, and to live fully to our utmost potential so that we may become more efficient, more desirable, and more able to fulfill our ultimate destinies outlined by the royal plate, of course. Tonight, with the help of my team at the university, I would like to demonstrate one such technology, one which has the potential to drive entire acres of crops, thousands of troops, to extend our reach to every corner of the known world. You can hear clapping, some applause from the audience, and you just hear this speech going on while Grizz, Leaf, and Pippet, you are stunned. What are you doing here?
Grizz grabs both people by the arms and sees if there's like a hallway we can just take off down to just kind of get out of the way. People are about to be here like right now, right? To like wheel this thing out. This
speech is kind of going on and on. She's talking a lot about, all kinds of big issues. You kind of get the feeling Timberland Geist is just going to keep talking for a bit. You might have some time, but it's limited.
Yeah, I think I just try to get everybody out of there. Like, I recognize that Ingman probably recognizes us, but Grizz is like, he cares about propriety as much as I do. I'm going to take a calculated risk that he's not just going to, like, out us to this entire party and just fuck off somewhere, because I don't want to get caught.
You can hear some, you can definitely hear some squelching kind of noises from the pipes around Ingman's, bloodied torso, and his face and throat are kind of just kept pumped through with, the machine around him. you notice that there's another pipe that has not yet begun to work, and you see Ingman's throat trying to make noises.
Can I grab that?
Can you grab the throat?
The pipe that's not connected. I just want to grab it, pull it, and tear it out on our way. Like walk by and be like, ugh, and grab it.
There is one pipe that's not yet in effect. Like it's not pumping any fluid. All the other pipes have what look to be blood inside of them, but there's one pipe that leads into this machine that's not yet active.
Yeah, that's the one I want to pull.
Okay, yeah. You see some steam escape it, maybe some kind of vapor. And Ingman's eyes look to you, and they lock eyes with you, Grizz. And there's like a look of thankfulness.
I hope you feel better soon. And I think she just like pulls a likely passing out Pippet, because it's horrifying. Just like down a hall.
Pippet doesn't want to leave. Pippet is studying this. Studying this.
We don't have
intensely.
time. No.
Pippet is trying to tell you that like I could remove him. I could take him out. I could find a way to.
Not in the time that we have allowed to us right now. We were supposed to mess up this science project. I think we have, and I think we should go.
Is this the one that we need to do with, though? Weren't we supposed to,
get a key of some kind?
Get the key, yeah.
Wouldn't you think the key would do something with this?
Well, it was in the basement.
Go get the key. Go get the key. I'll be here.
I don't think that's a good,
We don't have much time. Go.
All right, I'm keeping this piece.
Right.
Grizz takes the piece and like tucks it like somewhere into their fancy dress.
Sure.
And then I'll go after Boca.
I don't think I'm the one to be talking. I don't look like I should be here.
Well, it's fine. I'll just tell them that you're with me. That you're there.
Okay. All right. So who are we looking for again?
Their name is Boca. I don't know if they went that way. And I go in the direction of the footsteps that we heard when we came in.
The Botanical Gardens is a beautiful structure. Even the back rooms are tiled in these extravagant orange tiles. You see panes of glass stretching high above you. The low roofs, even in the back rooms, are still ornately displayed. There's crown molding everywhere. You can hear footsteps from a mile away because everything is metal and glass and tile here. So you can hear yourselves along the floor. It's lit in like the dim violet gloam common to effluvium lamps, and you're now running through these halls. Yeah. Okay. You haven't seen anyone yet, but you're running. You come to a T intersection. You can go left or right.
I'll take a peek down them and kind of see if what's the lighting like in here?
It's dim, but you can see.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll do kind of a quick poke down to see if maybe I see anyone walking, anyone hurrying.
Sure. Yeah. You can't see too much. You can hear some voices coming from left to the left side. All you really can discern about this place is that it's huge. There's portraits of scientists and strange flowers, seeds, botany everywhere. You maybe hear some voices coming to the left.
There's voices on the left. Is that what we want, or we want the opposite?
Do the voices on either side sound frantic?
There's no way of knowing.
I trust you. Trust your gut. I feel like if either one of them smells more like fuel or vitriols or something, that's probably what I would do.
Does the other side smell more like vitriols or flue?
With the burning gas lamps in here, kind of everything sort of smells like effluvium. It's difficult to tell where effluvium might be originating from other than the lamps.
Yeah, I don't want to go. You want me to go on my gut? Then away from the voices.
All right, please, just lead the way.
Okay, and then you know what I'll do, I think? I'll make sure, like, I kind of do one of these motions, like, just watch me, and I'm going to try to stalk and stay out of the way, so that if anyone sees us, they see only Grizz, not me.
I see. All right. It's going to be really difficult to stalk through these lit hallways without much cover. So I'll tell you what. I'll allow it, but it's going to be a really high roll. So go ahead and make maybe a stalk check.
Yeah. And I can stalk now at full speed with no penalties.
Oh wow. Okay. Great. Perfect. Even better. Panther.
Yup.
Fantastic.
So. Yeah. Eh, 17.
Yeah,
almost.
Just barely. Just barely. Yeah, you do manage it. You notice that there seems to be a split carpet here, as though carpet is only in two lines, almost like some sort of tracks, right? Like these carpets were maybe designed for somebody whose legs were much further apart. And you are managing gracefully to walk one of these carpeted lines, and you aren't making a sound. You are silently stalking behind Grizz at just the same pace as you're rushing through to the right side. Up ahead, you can't see much, but you can see an open door to the right of you along the wall that sounds like maybe there's some movement inside. You can hear some clanging around.
I am following right behind you.
I think Grizz stops to peek. Like a little...
Just a little peek?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, you see a body inside on the floor. It looks familiar. Looks like maybe Boca. Just lying on the floor. Face down.
If I stick my head further in, do I see anyone else or hear anyone else?
Actually, yeah. Go ahead and make me a. Go ahead and. I don't even need to make a roll for this. You hear whining. Yeah, absolutely. You hear some whining.
Whining like an animalistic whining, or whining like bitchin'?
Whining like bitchin'.
Okay. I think I linger for a second just to try to eavesdrop so I know what this person is bitching about before confronting them.
It seems as though this room is something of a kitchen, maybe. There's some food preparation in here. It's still lit, maybe a little bit better than the hallway is. And there's a different sort of tile in here. It's more like, it's sterile almost. It's like kind of gray or white or something. And you see some food preparation stuff. And off in the corner, you can hear some jostling and some movement as though someone's mouth is tied. And it sounds familiar too.
Okay. I think I look over my shoulder at Leaf and kind of whisper, "Someone's tied up. There's a body on the floor, and there's someone else doing God knows what. I'm just going to go for it. If you could tend to the person tied up and see if it's Boca."
I don't know what they look like or any description of them.
So, and I think Grizz describes them. They weren't super described last time.
Yeah, they're wearing a hospitality sort of garb, real simple robes and some, just like a kind of clean looking hairdo, something that's like really amenable to like a service industry in like a nice place, Think like Mater D, but more like Mater don't,
So, if that's who's tied up, untie them and tell them that they have to promise a favor. However, if that's not who it is, think twice.
Okay, but what happens if I untie them, they don't, and they make a lot of noise, and whoever you're dealing with now has to deal with that too?
Well, you're a tapper, and I trust that you have more physical strengths that you could perhaps use to silence them.
Yeah, maybe I'll sneak up. I'll be ready to do things. Yes. I won't do anything yet.
No.
To blow your cover, and then we'll figure out what's going on.
Okay.
But I'll be ready.
All right. I'm so sorry for what you're about to witness.
I shrug.
I think Grizz like waltzes into the room as Mrs. Holcomb, just like tears streaming, snotty nose. Please, is someone there? Can someone please? I'm lost in this terrible place without an escort, and I've lost my husband, and please, someone, is there a young person who can give me a hand, please?
You hear something from the direction of the jostling you heard earlier. You hear a sound. Hello there.
Oh, good heavens. Who are you?
Come on in.
Oh, thank you. My goodness. I'm terribly lost out here. I followed a rather handsome person, and they fucked off, and I don't know where they went. Would you please assist me in? It's been quite a long day. She like sneezes into her.
As you walk further in, you see that this corner of the room is got someone jostled. The jostling person is just barely covered in shadow, and there's someone next to them standing by the seat that they're in, and they step forward just a little bit, and you see Melody, Inspector Melody, with a auto bolt aimed at the person in the chair.
And heavens!
Welcome. You can drop the charade.
What are you doing here?
Well, she unhooks a finger from the bandana around Pliers' mouth and just pulls it down. Don't scream. Stop screaming.
You're obsessed with him. Oh my goodness, Pliers, are you all right?
I'm fine.
It's fine.
If you wanna be with me, just say something. You're always trying to tie me up and get kinky. Oh
really?
My goodness.
Keep your voice down.
My word.
Why are we whispering?
Bring your friends in here. Quickly.
Fine. Come. Hurry up. Take us along. Slow.
Leaf, I think it's okay to come out. The jig is up, so to speak.
Poke my head around from the corner.
Now I know why it took you so long. Come on. Always stalking and stuff. Hurry up.
Where's the other one?
What other one?
She pushes the auto bolt into your cheek.
I don't know. Who's here with you? Where's the other one?
She's in the restroom. I came down here to just scope things out and go back to her.
Oh. Sounds like she has that thing going on with her stomach again, yeah?
I don't know if I've ever met worse liars. I work in a law enforcement capacity, and I've never heard someone worse at lying.
I want to just remind you, you keep poking me with this gun of yours. I know you really want to use it.
It might go off. It might go off. Who knows?
And a tisk might come eat you. Do you understand? We have someone here who is an honorary guest of Tisk. So stop poking me with stuff.
The Tisk can't save you here.
If you think so.
Listen, I know why you're here. At least I suspect. And I have an issue. You see, we've been tracking the development of some sort of device for some time. The Inventus Consortium here in Lemeret is often mysterious in their motives. But their actions are often clear. They want power.
Don't we all, sister?
The Inventors Consortium wants to usurp the plate. Obviously, I cannot let this happen. So to that end, I would like to offer amnesty in a limited capacity for your compliance.
Oh boy.
Did you give amnesty to Ingman? For all he did?
Ingman? Why are we talking about him?
He seemed to have a lot of problems. I wanted to see maybe if he was granted that too. He was not favored.
I am not the one put Ingman into the machine.
What? What are we talking about? What machine?
The Inventors Consortium operates with impunity here in Lemeret, it seems. And the plate cannot abide by malfeasance and dissent from our own subjects. It cannot be seen tampering a device like this would threaten the autonomy of the region. But if we have someone we can blame it on,
Are you asking us to take a fall?
yes. I'm asking you to sabotage the device and escape.
But then how would we have amnesty if you're blaming it on us? That seems counterintuitive.
We blame it on human rebels.
Not us directly, but you wish for us to do the dirty work, escape, and then it's blamed on someone else.
I'll have your files buried under mountains of paperwork.
Overmind, do we get the feeling that this is the same task that we're being asked to do by the Cassat to fuck up the Tisks? Or to fuck up that we're being asked for by the Tisk to fuck up the Cassat's project? Like, is this the same thing, or is there an additional piece to this puzzle?
It seems to be the same thing for different motives.
I think that Grizz turns around and looks at you, Leaf, and does like a little, I don't know how it happened, but it's happening shrug.
Do you think that... What guarantees do we have?
All I know is that Ingman failed once and was obliterated, placed into this machine, this abomination. The rest of us live on a razor's edge. I can't live like that.
Who gave the order?
Me. I gave the order.
For Ingman to be placed in a machine?
No. To have your files buried.
Okay, now I hear that part, but I want to know who put Ingman in the machine.
The Inventors Consortium.
Who do they answer to?
We don't know.
You see, we have this bad pattern that keeps happening where we do stuff and we get thrown into shit afterwards. I'm tired of being in shit. I'd rather be in Fluvium.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like, every time we turn around, somebody asks us to do something, and I end up in cuffs. An auto bolt in my head, falling off a cliff. It's not all about me, it's about you guys too, but still. Okay? I want to be guaranteed something. immunities. I know you're saying you're burying our files, but things can be unburied. The next thing you know, if somebody comes to you, you're going to put our names in there because you're going to save your butt before you save ours, correct?
I can ensure that you make a clean getaway. And I can give you some time head start.
Well, we need more than time. We need supplies. We need stuff for that can secure our survival.
I am offering you a new life.
Until a Cassat or a Tisk comes along and finds out, smells what's going on. The next thing you know, we're all in the frying pan. So, I just look to Grizz. I say the deal needs to be sweeter.
I don't disagree with Pliers, considering that this is not a Cassat approved plan, correct? This is yours?
Make me a, hang on. Yeah, make me a persuasion human check. It's impossible to know. Inspector Melody is stone-faced at this. And it's just, I have the backing.
I have a skill.
Oh, yeah?
I have backpedal.
Posted in the feed.
Doop, doop, doop.
Melody's kind of sputtering a little bit. You can re-roll it. All right, well, then we take the new roll and the old one is forgotten. So if you fail it, you could fail big time.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Come on, better than a
Oh!
One better.
Oh my god! All right. Yeah. You do see a little bit of sweat coming off of Melody's brow. You notice a little bit of hesitation in her voice, and she says, "What do you want?"
We would like you to forget that, you even know us. Rather than only bury our files, we need, files buried, your memory wiped. We were never at this party. You don't remember seeing us in town?
No, obviously.
And when you are asked how you got here in the first place, we aided you in trying to stop this. Yes?
I have a lot of latitude in my. I have a lot of discretion in my job. Yes, of course, those things are given. Yes, of course.
I want supplies. I came across this book, and there's a lot of good stuff in here, and I'm gonna need stuff. So, deal or no deal? And I whip out my contract.
I'm not signing.
Come on. You're not signing it.
Pliers, she won't sign the contract.
I'm not signing that.
It's too risky.
It takes me 5 minutes to pull this shit up.
However, what can you give us that would mean your ruin if you don't follow through on your word?
I'm not giving you blackmail. I'm offering you a way out.
Yes, and if you go back on your word, what do we have? We're left with nothing.
I want your body. Not in that way, but in a scientific way. If you backstab us, there'll be hell to pay.
Okay. What do you mean exactly?
If you are,
I'm talking to this one. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm tired of being backstabbed. Now, I've been nice all the way up to this point. Nobody want to see me rage. See these veins? They grow. And when I'm agitated, I start cutting shit. Okay? Now, I've been trying to be nice to everybody around here. I'm just tired of being backstabbed. We need your word, and we need it in gold. We need something that, if you go back on your word, it's going to cost you big.
I don't know what I can offer you more than a whole new...
Just say you agree. That's enough for me.
All right. I agree.
Great. Now sign this contract.
I'm not signing anything.
God dang it, damn it. I worked in those motion pictures.
I'll tell you what I can. I'll tell you what I can give you. And she pulls out a key from a pocket, and it's a big brass key. It's circular in design with lots of cutouts, lots of like accoutrement drilled into this key, and she holds it and it shines in the low violet light. I can tell you where to go to use this, and I can tell you how to get in. The effluvium works.
Effluvium works? She said that earlier. Oh, baby.
Grizz extends their hand, like they're willing to accept it.
Wait. What about our getaway? You said you'll help us get away. We have some sort of rides or something? We can't just get away on foot.
Melody tosses the key to you. Well, currently everyone is watching the demonstration, so I think you can just walk out.
Mm-hmm. Can you put the audible down at least?
No.
See? Can't be trusted.
I can suspend your investigation for about 6 hours after you destroy the device.
And then after that, that's when you work on getting our files wiped, yeah?
That's right.
I think I like the idea that Grizz put out, that we were here to help you. We were doing our best to make sure this didn't happen. That's why you keep bumping into us. We are actually doing our best for the Platelands, because we do indeed try to do the jobs that we are given well, despite Ingman trying to, well, screw us over every time because we made him look bad because we did well. This is how it has happened every time, so I understand their upset and frustrations in this. We really are innocent. And you see us helping you now, trying to prove that again. So perhaps those buried files might say something a little kinder if they ever get found again.
I'll make sure they never get found again. If you can just do this thing.
We'll do this thing like we do every other thing.
Here we go again.
All right. Well, then this is what we know. Go to the effluvium works. Find your way inside with the fluve run. We'll make sure that the guards aren't there. At this specific time, she's writing everything down for you. Once you're inside, take these directions. Do not deviate from them. She's writing all this down. You can go through a grate here. You can scale up a wall here. Make no noise whatsoever. We'll find a laboratory here, and beyond that, we don't know.
Laboratory.
You never spoke to me. I was never here. And I never saw you. Understood?
Good enough.
Very well. Go on.
Yeah.
We'll have your accomplice dropped off somewhere in town.
Wonderful.
Now, do we still need to go to the basement? Or just the effluvium works?
Just follow these directions. Do not deviate from them. And whatever you do, don't get caught.
Does she
Will
seem
do.
to be 100%?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the distinct feeling that Melody doesn't want to end up a part of a machine. And it's probable that Melody is next in line to be in the machine.
Yes.
All right, go.
All right. I'm doing my thing again where I'm going to just basically become as silent as possible.
Sure. What now?
I think I try to sneak out the way that we came. Like, find our way back to Unless there's a way out from where we are now that's a little bit more, has more cover, knowing that we'd have to kind of go back into the party to leave the way we came.
Yeah, you walk out, you walk out of this little kitchen area and you go into this long hallway. To the left is where you came from, to the right is further down, and you didn't see any exits the way you came, so just gonna have to keep going down the hallway.
Okay, I do.
Sure.
Ready to obfuscate if we see anyone.
Sure.
Run into anyone.
Pliers, you're following.
I guess. Yeah. I'm not sneaking.
You hear some applause distant in like the main room. And you hear some more talking, like there still is some kind of a speech going on. And along all the walls you see portraits of famous Cassant botanists, famous Cassant scientists, Cassant thinkers, Cassant philosophers, Cassant explorers, and no humans.
Wait, these are all Cassat?
In the portraits, yeah.
Oh. I thought you meant the audience. I was like,
No.
Fuck this plan. Bye.
You keep going, and you come to another intersection. This one is a four-way intersection. You can continue going down the hallway. There's left and right, and both of them seem identical. Everything seems identical to you.
I want to stop the group. I'm whispering. I don't know if you noticed those portraits. Did you see them? So we're screwing over Leaf's daddies.
And I only have one dad, and
Well, you think that, but you drink blood and shit, so them your daddies.
I don't. What?
They're
The way that I see it, this is two birds with one stone. The Tisk asked us to make sure the Cassat fabled. Melody.
I just want to make sure you're okay with this, Grace. You know who hired us.
I think that we should just do it and go.
Okay,
On
if
to
it
the
comes
next
down to it,
adventure.
I'm gonna say that you persuaded me. All right, go with that.
No, but I know you'll do it anyway.
No, okay, let you know. All right, let's go. Hurry. I don't know why we stopped in the first place. Come on.
Okay, sure. Where are you guys going? Forward, left, right?
Do I see, like, if the rug is more worn on any of these particular paths?
It looks beautiful, but you cannot see if it's more worn or not.
Then, having been at the party, can I use, like, my sense of direction to think, like, of which one of these is going to lead back to the party, like, from an opposite direction, and which one might lead toward the city?
Do you have any ability that helps you with navigation?
No.
How about any of you? Do any of you have an ability that helps with this?
I have detect.
That's the closest I have, but I have to have evidence of somebody.
I mean, it could be
there.
It could be a party member too.
Yeah, if I see it, I mean, it's if I see evidence like someone, dropped the napkin or any of that kind of idea, I could at least figure out the rough direction of where they went.
Tracks, scuff tracks, the smell.
Yeah.
You can smell stuff.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, Leaf, you would know. To the right seems to be where the party is, and to the left seems to be less trodden.
Party's that way. Left is a little bit walked, but not much. Didn't we have directions? We just need to get out of here first.
That's really it.
Well, I could just get out on my own, and you two could walk out the front again.
Pliers, did you get invited to this party?
And I scuffle through my vest.
Pliers,
Go
you.
ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right because I don't know.
No, go ahead. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, pull out my mini papers and look at that. I told you I was useful.
It is an obvious forgery.
I don't know if this will help us or not.
Do you need a pass too? Because I can make one right now.
Oh, no. I have an invitation. I've been seen by several people at this party.
Oh. All right, what do you need me to do?
Should we try this less trodden path? instead of trying to go through the party. I don't know how to explain the sudden appearance of Pliers, and people saw me making a big stink all night.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's fair. All right. Yeah.
We can always be lost. If something happens.
Suddenly you hear some movement, some talking, directly ahead of you, coming towards you.
Oh, then I book it down the left, the left hallway that is opposite the party hall.
Chris going left. Who else is going?
I will follow the moment Grizz takes off. I will be there too.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not the one to stand around. Bye.
All right, you guys are going. It's a little darker this way, and to your left is actually a floor-to-ceiling glass, and you can see outside just a massive promenade outside with huge ornate flowers that look like they certainly don't belong here in the Platelands. Gorgeous tropical flowers. There's roots, seeds of all kinds. You see some birds out here sleeping. It's beautiful. And you continue going down this hallway. Some of the violet light from outside is seeping through the window panes. You can see one of the moons is outside, bright. And you manage to find a side door to the botanical gardens. You open it up, and outside you're now in the open air. You don't see anyone, but you suspect there probably are people out here making sure, nobody gets in.
I do have blind sight.
Okay.
So if there's anyone, if it's hard to see them because of darkness, I at least can see at a one level lower of obscurity.
Yeah. You've made it outside, and the air is like really crisp out here. It's still a little chilly almost. Misty. The mist kind of hangs a little low, but it's still plenty bright to see the stars and the moons. And from your vantage point on the side of the botanical gardens, you can, in fact, see a guard, a corpseman with some kind of beautiful, parade uniform on, who's just kind of outside, just smoking.
Do we want, if there's a guard there, do we want to try to convince him to let us go? Do you want me, do you two want to do that and I climb up here and then just kind of find my way to the other side and meet you? What's the plan?
Well, I would like to remind you that she said that they would take care of anything that's in our way. Is that the one that's going to take care of it or not?
Well, I doubt it. I bet they're hired by the people here.
Oh. So where's Pivot? She's not in no bathroom.
They said they would lead Pippet to us later.
Really?
Pippet was looking at the machine. The Ingman was in.
Okay. So to make sure she was okay. Well,
she's alright, yeah.
I'll just put my hand in the back of Grizz. Go do your thing.
I have a really stupid idea.
Uh-oh.
I like those.
I'll
What
pull
do
it
you
back.
think?
So
I lean forward.
Grizz has something called rough Iss.
No.
And I want to know if I can throw my voice to make it sound like a cassette is saying back to work.
Ooh.
So that guard will walk away and we can just go.
Ooh. You know what?
That's really cool.
Cool.
You know
Can you
what?
tell us that you could do that?
Yeah. I think, let's see what this ability says. It says, you can pronounce a handful of basic words in Iss, like yes, no, please, thank you, apologies. You could easily convince a human they were hearing a cassette, but challenging to convince a cassette that they were hearing another cassette. So you want to say, back to work.
Which I feel like I would know, having come from Arcadia Farms.
You know what? Having been a runner, too, I feel like you would probably know that phrase. I think that counts for rough Iss. You won't be able to respond.
That's fine.
Okay.
We also witnessed murder in a speech with a not a cassette with person that's no longer a person. So maybe in somewhere in there they said it, and mockery is a thing.
Like if they ask a question or say anything, just to be transparent, Grizz would make like an exasperated sigh sound, like a cassette, like kind of like whatever kind of sound. Yeah.
I tell you what, you can use this ability, but only if you actually say the word in Iss. We have the whole language for Issliss like completed. Like we have a dictionary for Iss.
Really?
For Iss. Yeah. It's actually a whole language.
So freaking cool.
Yeah. We have a whole language, and that's all the cities and names for the Kassan and everything are all. They're all. I mean, for all of the creatures in Iss, like they all come from this dictionary. So yeah, those are the words. You go ahead and do your best Kassan, and I'll judge it. Go right ahead. The guard's out here smoking a cigarette. You are muted though, just so you know.
It was so good too.
Oh no.
It started out really good. It's fine. It's okay.
You see the guard sort of jump a little bit at hearing this, and just begin looking around. You see them just sort of take the lit cigarette and just sort of put it on the ground, stomp it out really quick, and just kind of back away to a point where you can't see him anymore.
So then I look at everyone and they go, "Let's sneak. Stay very low and quiet."
I'm just like,
It's horrifying. Yeah, I'm going to. That's all right. I'll take. If you want, I can take lead, and that way,
please,
I can sneak by. Hopefully successfully, and if something goes wrong, I'll book it, and then you'll have a nice opening, and I'll meet you there.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right.
Please, Pliers, stay nearby.
which one?
Me.
Grease.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Good luck.
The clearest instructions. All right, sure. So you're along the side of the botanical gardens. To the right is this massive glass structure, huge. The top is kind of curved. You can see inside of this structure that right now you're like about chest height is where the the floor of the botanical gardens begin. Like the glass begins. You're kind of halfway right now. Like you're on the outside of it, but the floor comes up to about here. So you're crouched a little bit is the point, and you're trying not to be seen from anybody in the structure.
Yeah.
Okay. You begin to make your way around the corner, and you see several more guards further down at the main entrance. And the rest of this, you remember from your excursion earlier, Leaf, has a pretty high fence all the way around it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to handle this?
Was there a gate? Oh, the main gate's over there. Are there any, like, side gates? Sometimes, like, the security gate kind of idea? The private?
Yeah, you suspect there probably are, but it's much further back in the opposite direction.
Didn't you say the walls were spiked?
They are spiked. Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be difficult. I would head back to them then, if it's just a wall there. This might be a bit more difficult. This is just a wall. I could probably climb it, but there's spikes at the top. You could go toward the main gate, but it has a lot of guards. Or we could go all the way in the opposite direction. There's probably a small security gate, private there. I could get out on this side, but I don't know if you two could.
I think that's probably for the best. Pliers with all the equipment isn't exactly stealthy, so the less attention we can draw to ourselves, the better.
I would say then you take lead. You two go ahead. I'll stay in the shadows in behind.
So,
and
what is the plan?
act the card. Turning around and going toward the security entrance
Sure.
Where there will be less guards in theory, even though if it might be more secure, there's less eyes to see.
It's pretty far in the opposite direction. And as you begin to turn around to go enact this plan, you just hear some... Off in the distance, you see a bunch of the guards who were at the front gate turn back behind them. And you begin to hear just off in the distance, a body! Someone's found a body! And they begin running inside.
Never mind, that might be the way then.
So she kept her word.
Yeah. Are there any guards left there? I'll go back, crouch around.
You can't see any.
Take a peek. I think it's cleared. Do you two want to go? Same idea? Talk your way out of it and I'll follow.
Yes.
All right. So I'll wait for them to do their thing.
Sure. Yeah, you manage. So I'm sorry. Say that one more time. What are we? Are we all going out the front gate?
If everyone's running inside
Okay.
to find out about this body, then we're going to try to go out the front gate. Yeah.
Front steps are this beautiful, like polished cobblestone. You see these massive archways and more of these like two-pronged, almost like carpets leading out from the main like entranceway down these steps, like a red carpet almost. But two of them, just a little spread apart. You begin to walk out of the front gate. Just as you hear someone make a whistle. Close the gates! Nobody leaves! The gates begin closing slowly. If you run, you could probably make it. Maybe. But you'll have to make a check.
Absolutely going to run.
All right, I need everybody to make me a stride check.
Oh! Yes! Finally!
I don't have a ho-ho yes. I just have a roll. That was real bad.
Oh no. 12 and a 7. And a 19! We're on pliers!
I've been working on my calves! I don't scream that, by the way.
The gates
in my head.
are massive, huge, taller than the rest of the fence, and adorned with all of these spikes. You can see intricate geometric designs through all of this wrought iron. And the slow movement of these gates coming closer and closer together gets seemingly faster and faster. And as you're running towards the gate, only Pliers makes it through just barely before...
Yeah, sliding my ass.
Well,
that was easy, right? And I turn around and I don't see anybody else. What the hell?
there they go. I'm going to turn to Grizz and go, you know how to talk your way out of things. I trust you. I cannot do this. You want to meet outside?
Yes.
All right, I believe in you. And I turn and I run back and look for a place to scale the building.
Yeah, sure. There's trees. There's lots of trees. It's Botanical Gardens.
Easy.
Yeah, you easily climb up a tree. Not even a
I'm
roll.
looking to get onto the roof again so I can just jump off. I'll take my time doing that.
Okay, yeah, you do. Just as you begin to hear footsteps coming down the main set of stairs leading into the Botanical Gardens, you hear footsteps coming down closer and closer to you, Grizz. We'll be right back with the second half of Issliss just after this very quick break. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. As the sounds of footsteps get closer and closer, Grizz, your companions have gone. It is only you standing here at night at the gates, which have just closed, the corpsemen having rung hit the whistles and closed the gates. You turn around and you see someone running towards you. Not in any kind of uniform, but in something much, much nicer. You see some gorgeous looking outfit, black and streamlined. It's Locket. It's a lens. Running towards you. Mrs. Holcomb?
Yes, Lockheed is your name, right? I had a bit too much to drink and I've broken my shoe. And I like crack the heel of the shoe to fuck it up under my weight, and I like stumble a little bit.
Locket grabs your arm and just says, "Come on, let's go."
Where are you
and
going?
Just grabs you, yoinks you, and pulls you off into the brush, into the underbrush. You're being dragged now by...
Of all the nonsense, let go of me, young person. Oh, God.
You hear some sounds of people yelling kind of vehemently. There's a lot of just disjointed yelling, screaming, a lot of violence you can hear from inside the botanical gardens. You begin to hear like clubbing sounds, just lots of like thumps, women screaming. Locket is
just what do you think you're doing,
young voice down.
I don't relish being told what to do, but I shall listen to you this one time.
I'm gonna get us out of here.
Did you do something wrong?
Did you?
No, I broke my shoe. I've had a bit too much to drink. I'm sorry. She starts to like cry very silently.
Locket is busy looking around, like touching the sides of this massive fence post, and testing each one of these pikes that's going up through these wrought iron pikes, and Locket is just kind of mumbling like, "Oh God, all right, here, this one," and you see one of these pikes lift up, drops back down off the little stand for it, and there's just enough space here to be able to squeeze through. After you,
I'm going to tear my dress going through here because of you. I hope you appreciate that.
You're gonna tear your dress, but you're gonna tear your whole body in half if you stay here. So please, go.
Yes, all right. And she kind of like makes a little bit of a show about it, knowing that it's not that difficult for her, but still tries to keep the bit going as she kind of scrabbles through this opening.
You hear a couple of people like crunching through the grass quietly towards you. It's more of these people who are with Talens, just kind of meeting up, mumbling to each other, and they're all following you out of this place. They're all looking around, kind of crouching down a little bit and like looking around to see if there's anyone there, and just kind of motioning each other. When one of them comes out, they stop and motion for the next one, and finally Talens comes back out, places the pike down, and then one of the members of this gang, they're all dressed alike, just, and somebody starts pedaling out from around a corner, from an alleyway, as if they were waiting there the entire time. There's a velocipede. It's a human-powered pedal device with a carriage on the back, ready and waiting. So there's 3 friends of Talens's and Talens and you. The doors open, they swing open, and the driver just says, "Come on, get in. Everybody's piling in. Go.
Oh, good God. All right. She lets herself kind of get pushed in. And even though she's acting hammered, she's doing everything she can to just kind of scan everything so that she knows, like, they're trying to fact check the area. Like, what is this? Who are these people?
Gorgeous
like,
inside. This is a very, very nice velocipede. Probably one of the ones reserved for like government officials or royalty. This is a gorgeous conveyance.
Oh no. I think they sit upright and they kind of straighten the top of their dress. Does anyone want to tell me what's going on here? Why have I been kidnapped?
You're not being kidnapped. You're gonna die if you stay here. Come on, let's go.
All right, well, be off then.
Are you sticking around?
I'm gonna let them take me somewhere else quickly because I'm not fast.
Sure. They help you in.
Yeah.
They make sure you're in. And your leg has just left the ground before the thing begins moving quickly. Like the person who's pedaling is pedaling either extremely quickly or there's some alternative method here for motion. The thing takes off like nobody's business, and suddenly you're making your way through extremely quickly the streets of Lemeret. Oh, all right. You want to tell me who you really are? Who you actually are?
What do you mean? I have an invitation with my name on it. I have an ID. What are you saying?
Nobody ties their laces like that.
Ties the laces like what?
You look down at your boots, and they're laced up like in a way that's absolutely not like any of the boots, other people's boots in the car.
I do have a new girl, if that's what you're saying. She's, from the streets. I rescued her. It's a beautiful story, really.
Yeah, what's her name?
Pipit.
Pipit.
Yes, ex-vet, honestly. She saw some battle, if you could call the war.
Okay. Look, I don't want to know what you were doing at the Botanical Gardens. Well, this meeting never happened. You understand?
I have no idea who you are.
Okay, perfect. You'd be just about the only one. And the rest of the carriage is kind of laughing, like a nervous laugh.
Are you folks in some kind of trouble?
I don't let trouble just happen to us, okay? And look, again, I don't want to know what you were doing, okay? I don't even want to know who you really are. All I need from you is to know that you don't know me, okay? Or any of us. You never saw us, you never rode in this carriage, you never did anything like that, all right?
Never in my life, no.
Okay. We'll take you wherever you want to go. Quickly.
I asked them to drop me a street away from where we came out of the sewers.
Okay, sure. Yeah, it'll be a little while. They have to loop back around. All right, yeah, they motion the driver. Talens has like a really kind of look, just like a pensive look. Just like, did you see the thing that they were gonna display in there?
No, I heard some banging and some clanging and things, and then I broke my shoe. What was it? Was it a nice surprise?
It's the future.
I don't know how I feel about the future, honestly. Sometimes it's lovely, and sometimes it's, rather terrible.
It's the end of us. Humans.
Even us. The better ones.
We're all disposable. Did you see what they were doing to the people in there?
No. Could it be us next?
Could be anyone. And sooner or later it will be. That thing is allowed to exist.
Oh, that sounds revolting. What are we going to do? What are you going to do? I imagine that's what you're doing, right? You're trying to figure something out.
You see the people in the carriage just kind of looking at each other without moving their heads. Their eyes are kind of just like looking around at each other. We're discussing that.
Well, I wish you luck. You can find me at home. Mr. Holcomb was quite well known in his living days. If you need something, just shout.
Sure. Look, Mrs. Holcomb. We're about to drop you off, but just know that if a word of this escapes your breath, it will be the end of you.
My darling, I have everything to lose if I'm in the company of such people whose business I do not know. I shan't be telling anyone about this.
Good.
Guaranteed.
Good. All right. Well, till we meet again, Miss Holcomb. The door
Good
opens.
night, darling. Thank you. Thank you for the ride, gentlemen and ladies. Have a lovely evening.
You're outside. The velocipede just immediately begins peeling away along the cobblestone streets. And you're now just outdoors in this alleyway that you came up from.
I think I untuck the sling from like inside of my dresses, like the folds of my outfit.
Sure.
And like some rocks. And I keep up the ruse of being drunk. And I like waddle off toward the opening of the sewer to meet up back up with everybody.
Yeah. You see Leaf pulling pliers, or forcefully pulling pliers around the corner.
I want to stay. I want to see what happened.
Yeah, you're not seeing anything. There's nothing to see.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Where's Chris?
Excuse me, young chaps. Could you please direct me to the sewer? I've had a little bit too much
I don't have
drinking.
time. Where's Chris?
Sorry, Leaf. It takes me a bit to come out of sometimes.
Yeah, you're all right.
I'm back.
How did you get over here?
That is a long story. I shan't tell you on the street because it sounds dangerous. Please lead the way.
Right, well... Okay. I don't think we need to go into the sewers to get where we need to go.
We need to go to the fluvium.
We're headed to Fluveworks, yeah.
It's still some time before the stated time on that piece of paper. It's not until the midday tomorrow.
So we just have time to rest. Okay, well then maybe the sewers is good then.
Yeah, maybe I could set up a shop or something.
All right, well, I'll take lead and start walking down into the sewers.
Sure. Yeah, you manage to pull up the grate. You look around, there doesn't seem to be anybody there. And so you plop yourselves down into the sewers below Lemeret.
How's it smell here?
Terrible.
I can only imagine.
Terrible. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. Body fluids and all this. This is a horrible idea. Stinks. Even I can smell that.
It's not that much worse than Faster Betty.
You can see the box that you came up from, too. It's just exactly where you left it.
Well, we could try to see if it will take us back down. Shall we?
Take you back down? What do you mean take you back down?
Going to the group that we were working with.
Oh. Okay.
If you both get in the box, I could probably get a running push, so to speak, to get us a little momentum.
Does it smell better there than here?
A little, I think.
Maybe.
Fine. We'll get in the
Probably.
box.
I think I ditched the fancy dress clothes.
Sure.
Like I just tossed them in my pack.
Yeah. Easy. Broken heels, too. Do you have your other clothes?
I think that I would have left my pack in the box
Okay.
to
That's
be
fair.
able to change out of.
Sure. Yeah, all your guys' stuff is still there. Yeah, you change clothes. Easy.
All right. Get in, I'll give it a nudge, and I'll get in myself.
You do. You count it down. 3, 2, 1. Push off. You jump in. There's a little bit of you hop in. You close the lid, and you feel that sense of movement as the current carries you further and further through the sewers below Lemeret. Do you guys talk about anything while you're in here?
I think I tell everybody about how I escaped. Pibit's not there, so I don't get specific about the names of anyone. I just say there's a person, like a gentle person that I met at the party that seemed very wealthy and rich and kind of above it all, but also like they didn't trust the system, and that they were with a whole group of people, and that's who helped me escape. But we agreed to mutually assured destruction that we do not know each other, and neither of us was there that night.
Yeah, Good. So you guys get all that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, good.
So then, wait. The thing that we saw Ingman in, that person was implying that's the fate of everyone, or the goal of everyone?
Maybe not everyone, but anyone. It could happen to anyone, especially I think in the upper classes like that.
Oh.
We're all worker bees down here. I don't know that, they're going to be coming for you or, maybe Pliers, because he has a great mind.
But what if the goal is to, make workers that you don't need to feed, control, whatever, if you just put them in that sort of thing? If this is the early technology, maybe they're trying to improve on it. It's what, Plier, did you say you have like marks? I don't know who Mark is, but you say you have a 1, a 2, a 3 when you're working on things, yeah?
Marks? What do you
You're
mean by
saying
mark?
the Mark 1, a Mark 2, a Mark 3.
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So maybe
Funny you
this
said
is...
that. I'm working on a new one right now. Yeah.
I rather think that is a little bit literal, and I quite wonder if, fluves give this much power. How much power could a human give? That's what I think the short term is. The long term, trying to get minds that are above average to incorporate into these things.
Wait, incorporate, you mean being a part of these machines?
Yes.
Time to get dumb.
That's why Melody was so concerned. I mean, you'd think she'd have nothing to worry about, but she's one of theirs and has a great military mind.
I don't think anybody's safe. If they were using fluvium, those are about the dumbest you can get. Oh, goodness. Yeah, if they don't want my brain outside of this shell, it's too good.
Yes.
I don't want to be a part of a machine.
And the way
Yeah, shut
that's
this
not
stuff
great.
down.
Yeah.
Turns out people were a little bit horrified at the party rather than enchanted, like expected.
Yeah, I could imagine. You mentioned, though, that they were... they kept asking if you did it, yeah?
They did ask if I was running away because I did it, but I broke my shoe, and I just kind of kept up the ruse.
No, that's good.
It became clear that they didn't want to be seen leaving the crime, so I think we're okay.
Yeah. So then, though, were they horrified of the machine or horrified of the repercussion of you taking that piece?
I don't think anyone knows I took the piece.
No, exactly. But it didn't get to work the correct way, apparently,
No, but I think the point was rather put across.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yes.
It's good.
And now everyone is afraid. Well, I mean, some people are. The smart people are.
Well, it's all awful. So let's continue to make it less so.
How we plan on destroying this thing?
You're the one who's very good at taking things apart, yeah.
I just wanted to hear you say it. Oh, I got plans.
All right. Then maybe you can get some good pieces out of it.
Yes.
In the midst of the destruction, yeah?
If you're thinking like an engineer here, they never said for us not to take. They said just don't deviate.
Yeah.
Tell you what, if we get good parts, I might be able to alter my body. All of our bodies.
You first.
You know what they say? Don't get yourself put in the machine, but put the machine inside you. Or
Who says that?
one of me. As of today, quote it. It's going to be the start of Pliers Engineers. Inc., of course.
Right. Okay. Well, once we get there, we rest, we go, we walk in because we have the key.
Mm-hmm.
You suddenly feel like a sense of stopping.
Okay. I kind of crack the lid to look out.
Looks familiar.
The little hideaway, perhaps?
Yeah, at the, where you first found the human hideout.
Is there any sign of anyone?
Well, no, you had to walk quite a ways.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so I pop the lid off and pop out.
Sure. Yeah, you do.
And then I'll help them out, give them a hand so it's wobbly.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. As you do, you manage to crack open the lid. It hinges open. Everybody gets out, and you're all standing now on just there's like a lip on either side of the sewer. You can see some little current going through, and it doesn't look terribly deep, but it's difficult to judge. And it's dark in both directions. But Leaf and Grizz at least know the way to go, so...
I got a light, but I don't want to be suspicious. So I'm just gonna
just follow us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So begin walking through the sewers. And as you do, as you're walking through, you begin to have a sense of like somebody's watching you. Like that feeling on the back of your neck where like you feel like something is watching you.
It's a good thing I cannot be surprised.
It is a good thing you can't be surprised, because you begin to see as you get closer and closer to the outlet, you begin to see some blood.
Hold on. Well, I mean, if I'm pulling all the hound stops here.
Yeah.
I know where the target's been recently and where they're going and what they were doing, since their blood is a pretty good evidence of a presence.
Yeah. Actually, you would know, you'd be the only one, Leaf, to know that whose ever blood this is definitely fell into the sewer and just was carried away.
Like, fell into, carried away by the sewer current. This person was attacked and they went down the sewer. But we are definitely being watched.
Oh, man.
Maybe get weapons out or something, just in case it's not the friendly.
Sure.
They have my cane. Oh. Yeah.
My pickaxe comes out.
Sure. Chris?
Same. I've got my, I feel like my auto bolt is in my bag. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you all have ready your weapons. What next?
Should we talk to them?
I mean,
Ourselves?
they're watching us, so they know that we see this and know what happened. If it's one of our friends, they can come out and say hi, and if not, they could come out and say hi so we don't have to fight them.
Well, we keep walking and let them make the first move. Well, technically.
That was an invitation for it. I begin scanning kind of upper areas, see if there's any lips or places someone could cling.
No, you don't see anything.
I didn't. I don't know how we're being watched, but
it's difficult to see the ceiling and the walls and stuff from here because there's not a whole lot of light down here. But Leaf, you have the ability to see with just one level lower of obscurity, and even you can't really see anybody out there.
Okay.
Should I turn my light on?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But there's no one here directly, so...
Just before you is the outlet into the human hideout.
Yeah, I'll take a look real quick before you go in, maybe. Yeah.
As you walk up, up to the outlet, it's difficult to see because the human hideout is on like a platform that has some stairs going up to it. So there's nothing out of the ordinary necessarily on this level, like where the stairs are out. You maybe see a little bit of blood on the stairs, but it's difficult to tell so far away.
So I motion for them to move up closer and point out the blood. Okay, I can try to be as quiet and unseen to take a peek on there before we all go in and have a problem, yeah? Okay. And so I try to move up quietly, unseen, and kind of get a peer over to look at what might be occurring on the platform.
Yeah. Okay. As you do, you see just a whole lot of bodies. Lots of bodies, lots of viscera. And it's all just kind of placed here, like in a pile. The campfire is out, but there doesn't appear to be anybody alive.
People we recognize, or what do I see? Like, are they corpses?
You'd have to get close. You'd have to get closer to really tell.
Yeah. I kind of scoot back. So there's a big pile of bodies. I don't know whose without going to see. They're kind of all torn apart. I don't like the idea of what could do that, and if it's still around. We could just leave, or we could look for evidence and or take things if we need to, but...
I already feel as though we're being watched.
Yeah, so going up there. Yeah.
How do we know there's no Casada around?
That's my biggest fear, honestly.
Oh, goodness.
They wouldn't do their own dirty work normally, would they?
I saw one rip a heart out of a chest. It's pretty dirty.
Yeah, but thought you said, wasn't that in town?
Yeah, it was in town, but it was, I guess they were trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
Only other rip apart things I know of is... Yes.
Yeah. But if we're being watched already, they know we're here. I don't know if it makes a difference now.
Well, they don't know why we...
Yeah,
I have a question.
Yes. Yeah.
I have call out. Is that only for combat?
Post it in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Persuasion versus detect on success. Unnerve the target and cause one stress. Yeah, I mean, I'll say you could use this outside of combat, sure.
So, whoever's hiding, I want to say out loud, you know, if you know something, I don't believe that our rulers would take kindly to you avoiding giving this information. Clearly there's been some sort of attack in here, and you don't want to be a party to it, do you?
Travelers, is that you?
That's the old man. That's when I start moving up quietly, but trying to see up the stairs.
Yeah. As you get closer, you do see like a lot of corpsemen down here. And just like a lot of blood. And at the bed where you saw the old man before, you see the old man now just like lying on the floor with like the back up against the bed, trying to hold on to it. Just like lots of blood all over, and just still so sickly thin, and just travelers, is that you?
Yeah. And I motion for them to come up.
Are you all right? Did you see who did this?
The corpsemen. The corpsemen raided. I kept the box safe. I kept it safe for you.
Oh, is this person hurt? Can I see that?
Yeah, they're very hurt.
Can I apply medical treatment?
You could try.
It's called, I don't know if it's field. Yeah, I guess I would do field medic on this person.
Yeah, you can try. You can begin trying, sure.
As Pliers does that, I think Grizz just tries to take one of his hands, like to kind of just softly hold onto it.
So cold.
What do I do? How do I do this?
What should you want us to do with this box? Did you figure out what's inside?
I have discovered the means to open it, but I cannot.
Is it biology that I roll? I can't remember.
I'm sure. You'll have to check the guide.
I think it was biology. You've had to.
Yeah, it doesn't say. I think it's biology.
That's what Peepit does.
The box requires more than one person to open it. Your ancestors knew when they created this box that the people of this land will never understand how to work together. They'll never work in tandem. And so, to open this box, you must place a hand on every side, like so, and just holds the box up to you. Take it.
I put my hands on the outside parts.
I'll join in on the other parts and see if that helps as a third.
How many of us need to hold it? I'm gonna stick them and then do whatever. So I do need to make a biology. So I did make a biology. DC 18 plus 2.
You put your hands on the box pliers. As you do, you hear some sounds coming from inside the box. And you begin to see a seam appear along the top edge of it. The handprint where you left your hand on the box, as you begin to lift your hand, you see the handprint of yours glowing. And as the box opens, Pliers, something is strange about the way that you stuck Amsel. When you stuck Amsel with whatever needle you did, it didn't really make the right sound.
What? What the hell? What is this? Guys? Is that laughter? Or coughing? I don't think.
Move now.
The feet, Amsel's feet, begin to deflate, and you hear this sucking sound.
Oh gosh. I knew it.
The legs begin to deflate, and the rest of Amsel's form is now flattened. And something underneath this bed is now rattling around.
I don't like this. I'm just trying to help. I didn't mean to.
You can hear the slurping sounds getting higher and higher, and something, hands, no legs, no implements, are winding their way up the walls in a slick, wet, plunging sound. You see the glint of 18 eyes glittering back from the wall, this mass, this liquid mass full of tendrils peering back at you as it slowly scales the wall.
Thank you for your help, humans.
Oh. Do I recognize how this sounds? This sounds just like, and I look to Grizz.
What do you want with us?
We'll be back next week with the next episode of Issliss. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Please be sure to check out our YouTube for our VODs, our podcast, and check out our website if you want to play this game at home today, right now, just by signing up for the newsletter. Check out fablescraps.com for more, and head over to the merch store. We'll see you so soon next week, or the week after next week, here on Issliss. Have a good week, everyone. Bye-bye.